Hi, everybody. I'm Shauna. I'm Shauna, and this is Ring. No wonder why it sounds funny. Try that again. Hello, everybody. Shauna, and this is Ring of Light Crabs. And I had to put my sweater on because we finally got winter. Okay, we got rain. We've been not having winter this year, so hopefully, this rain means that thunderstorms and lightning and all that good stuff that we are in so desperate need of with a ton of rain is truly going to head our way. So, anyways, where we're at on October the 31st is usually our first day of winter. And here we are, November the 26th, I think it is, 27th. I'm not sure the date. I know that's pretty bad not to know the bloody date. I think it is, yep, it is the 27th. Oh, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So, and we barely got rain. So, all vitamins off by a month, guys. Almost. Anyways, I am cold. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Um, People like picks. They want picks for the wreaths, Christmas trees, real Christmas trees that they're using in their home, stuff like that to decorate. And I notice a lot of people spending a fortune on these balls. Okay, well, a good pick that you can do with these balls, which you can get them from the Dollar Tree. Um, Cheap is $1 plus tax, so $1.08. And they do come in several different colors. Let me grab this one, it's kind of falling everywhere. Stay. As well as silver and white, but I don't have that one. I didn't buy that one. Um, my budget was limited, so I got the colors that I kind of needed. So, anyways, with these picks, there is something that you can do with them that is cheap, inexpensive, and you can actually turn these balls into. I give up. We'll pick them up later. Put them up there into picks. Okay. So all you need is the balls from the Dollar Tree. Oops, sorry. And get off of me. Tubes. Snell stems or pipe cleaner from the Dollar Tree. In other words, $1.08. I want to say these had a pack of maybe it was 25. I don't recall, but it's definitely Dollar Tree. And for $1.08, you can't miss it. You can't beat it. I mean, it's pretty. Multicolors, just like the balls, multicolors. A lot of fun to work with these. Kind of fuzzy, kind of cool. And you don't have to waste paint or use paint. But I'm going to show you two different methods. So you may want acrylic paint, or if you don't have paint, you guys, and you have any type of fingernail polish in your home, you can use the fingernail polish. Anything I'm doing right now, everybody, please watch your children, especially if they're going to use a hot glue gun, because I am going to use a hot glue gun in this episode, or if you're going to use any type of possible dangerous chemicals, which I believe. Hi, Linda, welcome. I believe that this is supposed to be non-toxic, but honestly, I never read all the stuff in it, so just watch your kiddos. Our wee ones are very important to us. We want to keep them a very, very long time. Um, and then hot glue, gun glue, this. You know what? $2.16. The paint you most likely have at home, or fingernail polish. If you don't have paint, please watch your kids with that. The smell is bad. And a hot glue gun or Elmo glue or something like that if you're doing it with your children. This is fun to do with your children with adult supervision. And it's so simple, you guys. And my balls just went everywhere. All over my computer and everything. So we're just going to set that aside and pretend that did not just happen. And let me scoop you guys back, so watch your eyes, okay? I don't have the luxury of all those neat little devices yet. Someday I might. But until then, I'm grateful for what I do have. The other thing, I did pick these wooden spears up. So I'm also going to show you how to do it with these as well. This is a little different than what we do with the other ones and more simple. But in a case like this, also watch your children, because you'll be using a hot glue gun more. And this is what I mean. You can use fingernail polish, glue, paint, acrylic paint, whatever you want on these. $1.08 at the Dollar Tree in the craft area. It's the small ones. There's two different sizes. The small ones in the craft area ones at the Dollar Tree. The one for the food is in the, well, like the paper plate, stuff like that, in the cooking area. So look there for if you want the one that's twice as long. The barbecue bills, I can't say it. So anyways, let me set that aside. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to make a very simple pick. These just caught my arm and totally went everywhere. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to make little picks. These are so simple to make, you guys. And once you make them, the easiest way to attach these, some people are just sticking them in their Christmas tree, their actual home Christmas tree for that little puff out design, which is wonderful. But if you're putting it in a wreath, what you're going to want to do is put it in, and then you're just going to go ahead and bring that up, and you're going to twist it on there, just like you would if you're using your masher or anything like that. Do it about 2 or 3 times and twist it on. Okay, so with that said, this is the total for the two projects between $2.16 and $3 and, oh my gosh, 32 cents, I think it is. It depends on what variety you're going to use. So for under $3, under $4, you can make a lot of neat little picks. So I'm going to lower you guys because you're not here to see me. Let me lower you. Watch your eyes, Belinda. I got to lower the computer down, hon. Okay. So to get started, we're going to go ahead and, since the colors I do have are white, blue, green, and red, and I do have in this one gold and silver, we're just going to go, let me get this out of my way, I'm sorry. Go ahead and we're going to use green. And you know what, let's use a blue too, just because I really like the blue. I actually think I got 2 blue out. I missed the green. Let's grab that green. Get those out of my way. Now, I am going to use the hot glue gun for two things. One, I'm going to try something I have not tried yet. And 2, I'm just going to show you how to do how I was doing it to begin with. So we're going to start with a simple Snell stem. And then I want to go ahead and use my balls right at the end of the Snell skin, you guys. Just stick that right through there. I'm not adding glue or anything at the present time. I'm simply, if some of this pops out, just set it in a pile so that you can toss it into your garbage can later. Don't let it, panic you or something because something broke through. See that little gap? It's okay because the mini rays do this. So we're just going to slide that back on there. Now I got blue. I'm going to go ahead and add me a white one. I'm just sticking it once again, sticking it right through there. And this one did not come straight, but you know what? Don't panic. You can pull it out and do it again, but you know what? I'm not going to. Because you know what? It's okay for things to not quite be perfect, right? Just have fun with it. And we're going to put that little guy there. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab a medium blue one because I already got the 2 blue. And I want this on the top. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and stick that right on there. Now I am going to do it just a wee different than what maybe some people might if they've done this, is I'm going to take my top point and I'm just going to fold it down and push it as close as I can. I'm just going to give myself that little extra support. Now my next step is, there we go. Just going to add a little glue right here at the top of my Snell stem. Bring up my little tiny one here and just pull that right back through and tap it down. Like I said, parents, if you're doing it with this kind of glue, please watch your children. I'm sorry, I have to say that because of the new rules. I'm not trying to be rude. Oh, Belinda, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so my next step is I want my white ball right about here. I'm just going to put that right on my Snell stem. Don't need a lot. And I'm just going to go ahead and slide my ball right back into that area and put it where I want it. My next one, I think my other blue one, I want right about here because I just want the 3 sticking up. You can add as many or as little of these balls as you want, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and add some glue right here again. I got too much glue, but we're not going to tell anybody. We're just going to slide it right back up in there and do that. Don't do what I just did. I just done it for so long. I kind of have this little know-how. Don't try to learn that. Hot glue is hot glue. So now we got one little pick. And I do have a pick that I already made, and I put it on red. So we got 2. And I have this one as well. Let me grab this one here. And 3. And these are pretty much the same. This one is all the same size. This is different sizes. And then we got the one we just did. Now, if we wanted to go ahead and add something a little different, let's go ahead and do a green one. Let's just grab all greens. Try to have this in as straight as you can possibly get it. I'm going to go ahead and add, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and just mix it up. I'm going to add a white one here. Let's just get that going through. There might be a little piece that breaks off. Once again, don't let that panic. And just push that right on there. And we'll pull that down. Let me grab that little piece because I do want to make sure they get directly to a garbage can. And I think I'll go ahead and add, how about a small blue one? I'm just very fond of this blue color. I think it's beautiful. Oops. I kind of didn't pay attention to both sides. Oh, it went. Okay. We're just going to slide him right on there. And let's take off that little piece. Put it right there. We'll go ahead and add a different size. How about a different color? How about medium? It doesn't have to be any specific pattern, you guys. You can get this as crooked as you want, as even as you want. Different ways, different sizes. This is so your design. Have fun with it. I'm just showing you that there is no limitation to this. It's just strictly fun. It's like sewing almost, putting beads on a necklace or something. So once again, my top, I do like turning down my very top piece because it is the sharpest piece. And I will add my glue right here, just on the end of that. And I'll slide my last piece right up here, right into that. And just make it stay. There we go. I didn't even put my finger there. It would have been perfect. Okay, and I think I'll just add one right here, a little bit of glue there. That's coming out. And just slide right up there. The glue is just simply to make it stay on, so it doesn't get readjusted. You can do it any way your heart desires, any colors. You can use real beads. It's totally up to you. I just know a lot of people have been buying this type of picks, and I'm like, oh my gosh, let's save them a little bit of money here because they can get expensive. Now this one's just a little kind of wild, just to show you that you can just have fun with it. They don't have to be this long. You make them any size you want them. It's perfectly all right. And then once again, when you hook it onto your tree or something, they're flexible. You can adjust it any way you want them. Let's say you don't want straight picks. You want them kind of wild. Well, let's make them wild. It's okay. The only limitation, like I always say, is your imagination and what you may or may not have at home. If you do not have these balls and you can't afford to go buy them, find little beads or something you have and just work with those. It's just fun. You can adjust them any way you want them. Okay, and once again, when you put them as a bunch if you want, hook them all together, put it as a bunch. And once you hook it on, pretend my wreath's right here. You just stick those in like you would your mesh, turn that right over, and just twist them right on. I would do it at least 2, maybe 3 times, and then that's hiding inside your mesh. And there's your little bulb sticking out of your wreath or your tree. I still have my Christmas tree up there for 2 years now, and I've yet to make it. It's made the body, but not the picks. So this is what I've been up to, is making some picks. Now you can use all colors. We do have our red one here as well. And there's no rule saying that they have to match. You can use gold if you want to use gold and blue and yellow. It's up to you. There's no right, there's no wrong. It's strictly fun. Just stick that right through there the best you can. Sometimes they're all stubborn. It depends on your nail stem. Sometimes they simply don't want to work. Let's flip it over. Use the other side. Don't let that make you quit because you can do this. Just stick that right through there. And it's coming through the other side. Perfect. Well, it's perfect if I'm going to get it. So that makes it perfect, right? So there we're just going to add a couple different balls on this one. And it's just fun. I know some of these you can see like a ridge because obviously all these are styrofoam balls with glitter on them. You can make your own if you want. But I'm simply going to put it in there wherever I want to put it if my wire is submitting. It just doesn't want to work with this one, but that's all right. So here's the thing. If it doesn't work, there is another way. I haven't done it this way, so let's try it anyways. Let's see if it works. You can actually use your glue gun and get your hole started and just make your hole. This hole is too big for this. I was just showing you that you can use a smaller glue gun and just stick it through the rest of the way. Okay, and just go right in there. Come on. Why won't you go through? And if it still won't go through, get something smaller and just walk it through. Just get that in going. It must have had a little piece in there. There we go. And we'll just get this on here. There you go. Let's get in there. There we go. Now it's coming through. And we'll just pull that right down here. So you can just do this any way you guys want. You make one, you make 1,000. Your limitation is just you. Use your designs. Feel free to do it the way I did it. Do it the way you want to do it. Have fun with it. And then you got all your little decorations here for your trees. So cool. Instead of paying $6 for a small little bundle, you're using less than 3, and you can make at least 15 or 25, whatever some nail stems you have in your package. Now the next step is these, all spears. Some people just want to be able to stick them in there, have them solid, no flexibility. That's where these come in handy. The very first thing I did was I originally tried to just do this with a spear. Let me show you. It would literally start getting hard and then break it. So obviously we can't do it that way unless you're more gentle than I am, but I am definitely not a gentle person. I've been rough all my life. Or the next step is you can try, wrong one. You can try it with pen, a paintbrush or a pen, anything just to get that started. Go nice and simple because it is a little fatter than what you're used to. Remember, set them aside so make sure all of that goes right into your garbage can. Take it right off. Don't worry if it breaks because there's many different ways you can do this. One is still perfect. You can't even tell it broke. Just get that right in there. You got it started. And we'll just twist that right in there. And that piece broke. That's okay. But I'm just showing you ways that you can do it. Now, obviously, by the paintbrush and stuff like that, it does tend to break. So, I'm going to try it one more way, which is the way I thought would probably be the easier with this glue gun. Go right ahead and just put that right on there. And just start making your hole. You might have to estimate how big, because I have a big glue gun here. And just get it started. And then go ahead, put your hand at the other end and just slightly push. Just nice and easy. Try to feel it coming through on the other side. Okay? Now you can go ahead and get it started. Oops, let me set those where I need to. And get that started for your little wooden spear. And then take your spear. You're still going to have to do some pushing because it is 2 different sides still. Because my brush was not as big as my glue gun. And then just slowly put that right on there. See what a nice clean cut that is? It just went in there really nice. I hope you guys can see that, how clean that is. Now, let's just do, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do this one instead of wasting. And what I'm going to do first, because I want to use that one and not waste it, we're just going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue. Oops, that came off really fast. And we're just going to scoot that right up in it, nice and slow. Now, I'm not going to worry about that glue showing, because what I am going to do is bring this one down because I don't want to waste these because I did have to buy them. I'm just going to stick that right next to the other one. And now it'll hold. Now my third one is, I might just do another one and stick it right here as well. So let's just make one more. Now since I already glued it, I can't go down with this. Whoops. I apologize for that noise. And it'll just go up. And then we'll go ahead and get this started again with our brush. Same thing, glue gun. And then the brush. Nice, simple. Take your time, get it to go through. And there we go. We'll just pull that right back out. This little piece, I'm just going to set it right aside so I can throw them away. Oops. Too important not to let those get on the floor with dogs, cats, and little wee ones. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and start trying to put this on nice and slow, because remember, they're still not the same size yet on the inside or the outside. And see how it's starting to break? That's okay, because I want this one on. Now I'm going to go ahead and push that in now. We're going to add, whoops, get up there. I almost lost one of the balls. Add a little wee bit of glue just right down here. I know you can't see it, they're awful close. I'm just going to try to drop a little piece of glue there. And I'm just going to push them and get that to stay. So there we go. Now we got 3. Now I do want something on my very top, and I thought, well, you know what? Why don't we just add red? Who says it has to be any specific way? You can make it a big one, a little one. It's totally up to you. That one has some dent in it, so we'll go ahead and use it. Kind of interesting dent too. I don't know how that got there, but it's pretty cool. Melt that right in there. Take our little paintbrush that I'm using and just nice and carefully just twist and get it to go right through the other side. Remember, pieces will break off. Don't worry so much about them. It's not going to ruin your whole project. Not going to ruin anything. We're just going to make it work for us. I didn't have to go through the top this time. I don't know what I was thinking. So I'm just going to say, pretend I didn't go through the top. You know what? We're going to pretend I didn't use that one yet. You find another big red one. Well, I guess I have to. I'm out of the red one. Okay. So, I already did that. Because if you don't, at the very top, you don't have to go all the way through. You can just pretend that that little hole's not there, okay? And just put it and glue it right on now. And you have one on top. But since I did do that and I did make the hole on top, I'm going to put it on the bottom because I don't want the hole on top and I don't want to waste this one. So we're just going to, once again, take your time, twist it just a little, make this start going through there. And then we're just going to go ahead and twist it right up and push it up there. Add a wee bit of glue right here since I had to go through the bottom. Literally just a very little bit of glue. And I'm just going to stick those right together. And there we go. Now we got our solid pick, and let's add a top. And I think we ought to end it with, I would end it with a different color, but we're just going to go ahead and end it with a red. Oh, wait, maybe not because I didn't have an extra big red. So we're going to end it with a green. You guys, some of them are not exactly round. These are fun to play with too. I do them the exact same way. If I was turning them into like a pick, even an Easter pick, the little odd ones. So we're just going to twist this right in here and stop. I'm not putting glue in it, guys. I'm just melting it. And then we're going to go ahead and take our little paintbrush and just continue that hole right through the top. And get my little extra pieces here and catch them. And see, it's just nice. It's nice through there. Take it right back out. And I did it again. I didn't need that hole. Okay, this time we're going to pretend I didn't do that hole. And we just add it. Okay, we're just going to add that right there on top. I'm going to do it right because I really had a reason for doing it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and make it one more time. This time I'm just going to add a hole. And I am going to put a little bit of glue right inside that hole. Just a little, guys. Remember, the hot glue gun styrofoam will melt. So let me get this on there right away and just kind of twist it a little. and get it to stay where you want it. And I'll just save this one for another day, another one. And then now we got our pick. These ones are solid. These are the ones that you would just stick right in there, add some glue, stick them in there, and just make them stay in the spot you want them in. Remember, you can also get the long ones at the Dollar Tree so that you have the longer picks for your actual big tree stuff like that. Now, what I meant by painting, let me show you just real fast because I think it's really cool. Unfortunately, I do not have fingernail polish out here because they're in my kid's room. My kid gets to sleep in today, so I'm gonna let her. We're just gonna stick this one right on here. See, it didn't go to waste. We're just gonna stick this one right through here. Um, and take those off. I want to make sure that I get all those little critters. Don't want my babies getting them. Twist that right down here. Let's say I want it to be right about there. So I'm going to go ahead. We're just going to go ahead and seal this one on real fast. Oops. Just need a little bit of that. And just stick that right through there. You can twist it in, get it all over if you want, and then let it set. Now let's just say it was a longer stick and we only wanted a few. So let's just go ahead and we'll take a blue one to go with this. Once again, we make a hole. This is where it can come a lot of fun. Kids can have fun making this part with the parents. Parents can do the little balls, make sure they stick on there. We'll just leave this as a top one. Add a little glue. Almost went all the way through. Almost forgot. Then we'll go ahead and just add this right in there. Make it stay. If you wanted small pigs or big pigs, but you wanted a big gap or a little gap in between, it doesn't matter. But you needed the wood. Here's the secret. Oh, these are blue and green. Let's grab the appropriate colors. Let's just grab the blue. This is where fingernail polish comes in handy, you guys. Be so much easier sometimes, I think, than paint. Because I don't want it on my sweater. It's my favorite sweater. In case you see me in it all the time this winter. This is my favorite sweater. Just get a little bit of your paint out. And we just go ahead and paint the in between. You can paint it before you do it if you like. If you know your color scheme exactly how you want it. And you just get that nice and painted. Now the catch is, if you want this to have glitter to match or a different color, paint is usually, oops, I got way too much paint on there. Paint could be nice and wet long enough to put that glitter right on top of that and seal that in and just turn out a pretty color. So let me go ahead and I'll just put that. Oh, mailman. Oh, we got lucky dogs in here. Okay. And I just want to show it. And you just add your little glitter as you go. So glitter, you guys, once again, you can get it at the Dollar Tree. Oops. You can get glitter at the Dollar Tree or wherever you want. But you can also use your paint just to hold your glitter on. Or put on Mod Podge or glue. If you don't want the smell of the chemicals, get the, I want to say non-smelling glue because I don't know what it's called. And this part your kids can do. Just have fun with. And just put some little glitter on it. The bottom, if it's a longer one and this will still show, do the exact same method. Just go ahead and paint it. Please don't eat my, no. Oh, it's a pen, but don't eat it anyways, pup. Thought I'd drop a paintbrush. My doggy has gotten infuriated with my paintbrushes because of my carelessness. So I'm trying very hard not to be careless. And we'll just go ahead and paint that right up there. And we can add our glitter. Just use some that we had down here. If you want, give it a little tap. Make sure it stays. But since it's nice and wet, especially if it's on there a little thick, it does better. And we'll just get that to stay. Okay. And there we go. You can add any color this to you guys. You can paint any color. The bottom part, you don't even need to paint or put glitter. It's kind of a waste because you're going to stick that in there and you're going to hook it onto your little design anyways. So why waste the extra? Let me raise you guys up. Hello, Belinda. I see ya. Well, you know what I mean. So once again, Oops, sorry about the noise. Dollar Tree special, you guys. Different types, different styles of picks. A little bit of glitter for some, or paint, whatever you want, polish. And just make them your way. All these are adjustable. I don't particularly like this one, but I'll just pull it down that way. And I forgot the top, so we'll pretend there's a top. But I mean, these are fun. You can sit there and make these while you're watching TV. And if you put them in your little designs and they're too straight, just adjust them your way. That's the cool thing about nail stems. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. If you did, please share, subscribe, and hit that bell button. I think all up next to it. Just click all. That way you guys will know next time I come on live. And remember, Dollar Tree, why waste money? Find stuff around your home. You can even find bottle caps and just have fun with them. And there's all little sticks for little projects. I will add more to this one. And just have fun. So as always, I thank you guys so much for joining me today. And don't forget, be blessed.